Good morning, IWC. We back on the screen. Another day, another pop, another wild routine. Who's up, who's down, who's turning heel this week? We break it down, Bella Bell, don't even blink. Good morning, IWC. Let's run it. Hot takes, headlines, yeah, we run it. Turn the volume up, ain't nothing funny. Me talk that truth, ain't paid by nobody. Rumors fly like shine, feel the crowd get loud. From the indie scene grit to the big show crowds. Predictions, reactions, don't cap, no fear. If you mad, hit the chat, we still ain't here. Good morning, IWC, let's run it. Hot takes, headlines, yeah, we run it. Turn the volume up, ain't nothing funny. We talk that trash, they paid by nobody. Sip your coffee, lace your boots. Another episode, he delivered the news. If you love this sport, then you found it in me. So good morning to the whole IWC. Good morning, IWC. Hot takes, headlines, yeah, we run it.
And good morning, everyone. This is Good Morning IWC episode 3. That's Mike Norton over there, and I'm Sped. Later on, we'll be joined in by special guest Big Mike, who is actually here today. We actually got confirmation of that. So get your hot chocolate ready, get your coffee ready, and let's get this started with what was it? NXT Deadline last night, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're going to get everything figured out, folks. You know, this is a brand new setup for us. We're trying to get this, the echoes and everything will come down. Don't worry. As episodes go on, this is brand new to us. But, as always, 10 minutes starts now. And what the hell? There we go. 10 minutes starts now. What did you think of NXT Deadline last night?
It's surprisingly good. I mean, it over-delivered from what I expected. I mean, I had some good surprises, and the Tony D'Angelo was, topped everything off. I like the fact that he came back to NXT with a new gimmick. Instead of going up the ladder. That kind of shows that maybe they're going to put a little bit more emphasis on NXT and keeping them as possibly a third brand, maybe in the future, versus a developmental brand. So I liked it. What about you?
I really like this as well. This was one of those PLEs. I was gonna call it pay-per-views. That was all around, top to bottom, fantastic. All right, It put the last pay-per-view. It put Survivor Series War Games to shame. All right, it really did. All right, it had everything that you wanted. All right, you had the men's Iron Survivor match had everything. You thought, oh God, here comes Joe Hendry. He's gonna freaking win. You know, and what the hell? The whole night, I should have thought about this, and I didn't. I should have picked Evans because they kept saying, and I didn't pick this up. I don't know why. I picked stuff up like easy, especially on AEW and stuff like that. But they kept saying, Javon Evans came this close last year. This close. He just ran out of time. Came this close to winning the Iron Survivor match. And this year, he wins with seconds left on the clock. You know, and then you turn around, you start the whole damn show. The whole show was started with Obafemi versus Ricky Saints. All right? I almost messed up and called him Ricky Starks again. And, you know, look, thank you, TC. When you open up the match with Obafemi versus Ricky Saints for your title, you're expecting gold, all right? Because everyone else is gonna have to follow that, right? You know,
Correct.
and now when you had that shock, oh crap, me like Thursday, Big Mike and I did our run-in predictions, right? And
Yeah.
I sat there, I was like, well, I don't want to, but I gotta pick Ricky Saints because I think they're about to call up Oba. Then on Friday they throw a goddamn swerve at us and say winner of this match is gonna go face Cody Rhodes at Saturday Night Main Event. I was like, damn it, Oba won. You know, as soon as that happened. You know, what did you think of that match though, in particular?
I mean, I love the match. I didn't really expect Ricky to stay in NXT long, and this probably the way to get him out of there. Um, I think probably I probably wouldn't have took the strap off of Oba the first time, to tell you the truth. So I like the outcome, and I mean the match delivered. They actually got pretty good chemistry in the ring, and I mean Ricky's a worker.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, Ricky's a worker, so he can pretty much work with anybody. And I think Oba might be he might be the one right now. Like he's probably the guy that I could see in the future going on like a Roman Reigns type of run on the
Ooh.
main roster.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with him going over here.
I see, and you know, I see this happening. You remember a few years ago on it was Survivor Series. You had NXT versus
Yeah,
SmackDown versus
absolutely.
Raw, right?
Yep.
And who was the man that everyone talked about from NXT? He was the NXT champion at the time too. You know, who?
Yeah, I remember. I gotta dig deep. This is you're talking about. I know NXT. I believe may have even won the night. This is when Adam Cole and all them was over there undisputed, right?
It was Keith Lee though. Keith Lee.
Yeah,
Whoop,
you're
whoop.
right. Yeah, that was when he was double champion, right? He
Yep.
had the North America. Yeah,
But
I
he
remember.
had a great showing. If they could give me Oba like they gave me Keith Lee initially, not like the Vince McMahon Keith Lee, you know,
Uh,
the
Not the
initial.
Bearcat.
Yes, not the Bearcat. You know, don't give me that. All right, I swear to God. But if you could give me that, you know, type of push, I think this would do wonders for Oba. All right, and look, Oba's the ruler. All right, what are you gonna do? Look, I've already said this about Tony D down here, and this is why I'm happy that he's back in NXT and he's showing off a new gimmick. Look at that beautiful beard. All right, but Oba, the ruler, works for him. You can't send Tony D up to Raw and be like, I'm the Don of Raw now. That doesn't
Yeah,
work. You know, it
yeah.
takes time to build that up. You know, and like I think the ruler would work with him. It would give him, you know, that extra boost that everyone's looking for. You know, like we're all looking at the next young talent. Last night we saw it. Last night the future took over and we saw it. All right, and I love Vic Joseph for a few reasons. All right,
But Joe is amazing.
I love Vic. His ending where he said, "We look to the future, but the past still haunts us." As Tony D is standing in the ring, staring down the man he beat at Halloween Havoc last year for the NXT North American Championship.
Yeah. It's this, but see, I think one of the main things you say at a show like this, Sean shows why he's, I mean, arguably, one or two, like 1A, 1B. He's one of the best bookers out there right now. Like NXT with what he's working with, and I'm not saying he don't got talent, he does, but he's working with far less than everybody else, and he's creating magic with
Yep.
everything he does. And how about Kendall Gray?
Oh my God.
Like, how about that? Like I know we was a few of the first people talking about her, like as far as team wise, our team, but she's amazing.
Yeah.
She has it. I mean, they had all the right winners on this card. When you went into this card, if you was to pick who you think is all not who you think's gonna win or who you want to win, but who you think should be all the right winners in these matches, I think he nailed it. I think all the right winners won.
Yeah, no. If I was doing it, I would have went with. I said it on Thursday. Kalani Jordan is that female you build around. She is light years from NXT North American Champion to knockouts and the attitude
and-
she's got from that, the persona, everything, everything has elevated on that. And then shoot, JC versus her, that would have been beautiful. But come on, man, this evolution stuff. Look, she's right here, right there, right. This lady,
Yeah.
she's all that in a box of chocolates, folks. She was killing it last night. And this one right here, I picked Kalani. Don't get it twisted. I picked Kalani. Okay.
Yeah.
She
Kalani's
took the
amazing.
most. She took the most pens last night. I believe. Like, oh no, yeah. Hold on, my bad. It's this one. Sorry, I picked the wrong one. It's this one. It's this one. These girls look so short on my damn. Yeah, it's this one. That was Lola. That was pointing at this one right here. That's Kalani. I mean Gray.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, this is like.
I mean, she got the push.
She's gonna get a push. I believe it. But the match that stole the damn show for me, all right, and I know Thursday Big Mike's gonna be talking about this a little bit more, is Izzy versus Tatum. Them women went nuts on each other, didn't they?
Yeah, I definitely did.
Izzy, yo, she is gonna be one fiery. Oh, when she gets called up one day, she's gonna be a bad mumba jumba if Hunter knows how to push her the right way. She could be like Maria and Shafir over. I know. She's not as big, not as badass, but she was last night.
It's all about the gimmick.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. She's got that Italian New Yorker going on. Like, piss her off one time, she's putting a boot to the side of your face. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I love Izzy. I want to see Tatum in more of like a demonic type role. Like, she just seems like she's supposed to be like a what's
Wyatt
her name
Six?
back in the days, like something like that. Cause she seems like the why can't I'm missing her name, the Scream Queen, Daphne.
Daphne,
Like,
yeah.
that vibe to her. So it's like I feel like she like that would fit her more. But both of them ladies went hard. I'm a huge fan of both of them right now. And I think they had the right winner in that as well.
No, yeah, they definitely. I said it on Thursday that this is gonna go down to, this is gonna go down to 3 matches. You got Izzy that wins this one, Tatum wins the next one, at New Year's Evil, all right, and then you got the third one coming up after that, and we got 7 seconds left, and the bell is about to come up. So how would you grade this, real quick?
I'll give it a B plus. I liked it.
B plus. I give it a B plus as well. And there's the bell, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going on to the next slide, and it starts now.
We could dive right into the last time is now tournament. Obviously, we know that Gunther will be the one facing Cena. Probably not a big surprise. I feel like a lot of people predicted this. What did you think about the tournament overall and how you see this going? Did you like it?
Yes. Again, folks, I will get this echoing stuff figured out, unless there's not echoing on y'all's end. If it is, my bad. No, I like every bit of this tournament. No, it's not the C2. No, it's not the G1. It is John Cena's tournament. All right, that's how I looked at it. Gunther winning this, I am very. Look, LA Knight would have won this. I would have never watched Saturday Night's main event.
I know you're not the biggest Knight fan.
Nah, man, he hasn't changed his gimmick in over a decade. Like, this guy's been the same dude since TNA. Like, figure it out, man.
I liked him as Eli Drake. I'm not really too big on LA.
No, I liked him as Eli Drake, too, because it worked. You know? It worked. And now it's just like, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but they missed the ball. I think now it's treading in the wrong direction.
Yep.
But a while ago you could have picked LA Knight. But as for Gunther, I mean, I believe, as far as, because remember, this is the ring general, so as far as giving Cena the best possible match for his last match, I think Gunther gives them the ability to do that. And I think that's probably why they gave him the win on this. He's going to protect Cena. He's going to make him look good.
Yep.
And he's going to probably get him like a 4-star match, which Cena doesn't really have the ability to do that right now.
No.
You know?
Well, I think Stampede said it the best, and Big Mike, you can correct me if I'm wrong about this, but I believe Stampede said it the best. When it comes down to wrestlers. There's far few in between. There's far few in between that can actually elevate another person in that ring, and Gunther's one of those. You know what I'm saying?
Gunther's one of the top 5 probably best technical wrestlers in the world.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? If they're giving him this like kind of legend killer or retirement, gimmick, that he puts people in the retirement home, I'm all for it. Cause he put Bill Goldberg in retirement, and we're all
Sign me up.
that's what I'm saying. Like, look, we got Jericho coming back. Put his ass in retirement too. All right, we got.
And eventually, there's a lot of guys who can retire.
AJ Styles is gonna retire here soon.
Don't do AJ like that.
Shinsuke Nakamura. Fucking, you can retire R-Truth. You can retire The Miz. You got it all. CM Punk. All of them. Done. Oh man. All right.
I like with this. I think that this retirement started off cold, but it looks like it's gonna end good.
Yeah, and there's the bell, and Claudio Cassiano. We're gonna talk 7 minutes on this one. Last one was 3 minutes. We're gonna talk 7 minutes on this one. Listen, I know John didn't say he wants that as his last match. I know that's WWE, but Claudio Cassiano calls the Continental Classic the wrestling gold standard. He went on to say, I think the Continental Classic has become the tournament in professional wrestling within 3 years. I feel like this is this year's competitors. Just look at the Blue Book. You look at it, and it's the who's who. It's hard to predict the outcome, is what he's saying. Same with the Gold Block. And that's what the tournament should be. I think it's very unpredictable, which is obviously great for everyone involved. And it's a big challenge, which is what I'm looking forward to. That's why I like being in the Continental Classic. It's plain, it's simple, it's grit, it's determination, it's 1 versus 1, seeing who's the best. Do you agree with Claudio's statement that this, Continental Classic is possibly the who's who now?
Alright, so I gotta agree with him for one part, but then one part I'm gonna disagree. So for name value, going from the first Continental Classic where I felt like it was pretty predictable. Second one got a little bit better. This one is pretty loaded, especially with, for example, Casanoli taking a loss yesterday to Master Dorada. So you could tell they're trying to, switch it up a little bit. So I do believe for name value is probably the best one out there. Now, I still got them at 2. I mean, I need a little bit more time to put them above the G1. The G1's just been kind of stamped from what it's done for people in their careers, the Okadas, the Kenny Omegas, Takeshita right now. I still got that as 1, but I think they definitely have an argument. I mean, they got the G1 winner in the tournament. They got Okada in the tournament, who's a former G1 winner.
Yeah.
If they ever had Kenny in this, I might agree with them, right? But obviously, Kenny hasn't done the G1. Right now, I'm looking at it like I still got to put them 2, but it's close.
Well, I don't think Kenny Omega. I think they're protecting Kenny because he had a bunch of stuff removed. He's the next one that's getting close to retiring as well, which is sad.
Yeah.
It's very sad to say that, but no, I don't really agree, and I agree with you. First, I'll say that I don't agree with Claudio. All right, because you're right. The G1, man, that is the bee's goddamn knees, man. Look what happened this year with the G1. You had Takeshita run it. He ran it. And look, and that's the thing. What people don't realize with New Japan is that they have always been tournament driven. Where do you think Okada got the greatest tournament wrestler alive nickname from? He got it over in New Japan. And we're like these guys that are going over there. Yeah, and I'm gonna switch over real fast. You see, last night we saw Hank and Tank, win the GHC over there in Japan as well, tag team titles. You see these guys go over to Japan for what reason? Japan knows how to hone that skill. Japan knows how to make you, knows how to turn that flower and blossom it. All right, you're already planted, and Japan's like, "What's up? I got you." All right, you listen to what we say. Look at Omos, for instance. He went over to Japan,
I
and
wish they would have left him there.
I
That's
wish you would
just
have
it.
left him there too. Like that was perfect. But he went over there and he dominated, and he looked great while he was over there.
He made me shut up because I thought he was a bum, and he
Yep.
looked amazing
He
over
looked
there.
great over there.
Should just left him.
He did shut up a lot of people though. That wasn't
I
just you.
wanted
He
him.
shut up a lot of people.
Yeah. Showed he could be an actual big man, and also I think that tournament is a huge selling point for AEW. It's like, look,
Yes.
if you come to AEW and you want to do the G1, because I think like all the guys like the wrestling has like the Daniel Brian Danielson. Let me make sure I say it right. And the guys like that Claudio's. You know that G1 is like top, like it's near the top of their list of things they want to do. Obviously, Danielson is health preventing a lot of things, but these guys that really eat, sleep, and shit wrestling are looking at that G1 drooling.
Yep.
That's the tournament still.
Yep, that is yeah, you're right. You're right. The G1 is, but
Yeah.
you're right. This is number 2. Claudio's right though. This is becoming on this side of the globe, the Western Hemisphere. This is the number 1 tournament. There is no other tournament that's like this. All right. I mean, what did we see? We saw Pat get rolled up and lose the other night. We
Yeah.
saw Claudio versus Moxley. Last night we saw Moxley versus Takesha. All right, and I was like, oh, there was a spot in that made me go, yes, oh, I love wrestling. All right,
Takeshita's a wild boy.
yo, that's my boy right there. If I ever get to meet that son of a bitch, oh, I would learn Japanese just to talk to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna just tell you like this: him and Okada in the past month or two, and I know we're probably running short on time. Yo,
No, you're good.
Their English is getting so much better.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. That's the thing. Like, yo, their feuds right now, like their arguments they're so hilarious when they're going back and forth at each
Yep.
other. Okada blames Takeshita for everything, but as far as the tournament, look at Claudio looked like he was gonna wipe the board down, and then he went in last night and lost to Dorada. So it is super unpredictable, and I do like that aspect of it.
Yeah, no, I do like
think
this.
I know the winner this year, though.
I think I do too. I think it might be Takesha, to be honest with you.
I mean, he won the G1. It's only right.
Well,
'Cause
no,
Rob-
it's the story that they've been talking about. It's not even the G1. It's the fact that Okada's pissed that he is the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
I just think they might have pre-writ because what I mean is where he won the G1, he won the NGPW belt. Now if he loses the Continental Classic, it's kind of like I feel like that maybe might water the G1 down a little bit.
Yeah,
I feel
no, I
like
feel that.
Takeshita needs to win, so it's like he's the next Okada, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel that. And yes, TC Twitch is having a lot of bots lately, and I don't know what the they're doing with their shit. And there's the bell, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on to the next slide, and this was you.
Yeah, we got the Netflix Warner Brothers merger. It's official. So we say yesterday, Netflix announced the acquisition of Warner Brothers. Together, they'll define the next century of storytelling, creating extraordinary entertainment offering for your audience everywhere. How are you feeling about this? And I know you said you came across a little bit of extra news.
Yes.
What's going on with that?
All right, so I found out, and this is from Tony Khan himself. This isn't from me. He was on a podcast. He was on not bad, my bad. He was on the Ring of Honor Final Battle post show, right?
Yeah.
And it says Tony Khan comments on Netflix being in the process being purchased by Warner Brothers, right? He says without going into anything. That has yet to be determined. I want to say we have great partnership with Warner Brothers and Discovery, and it will continue for many years to come. They still have 2 years left on that contract, all right, for HBO Max and TBS and TNT, all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it says we have years left on our remaining agreement with TBS and HBO Max. I'm really proud of what we built, and I think it's going to be for the long time. To come, all right? Basically, he says, I'm very excited for the future. I think we have a great partnerships. What I could say from things that are public knowledge, all the bidders of Warner Brothers Discovery are media partners of the National Football League and great media partners of ours. Everybody who has been in the running for this is somebody we work with on the NFL level. All right. So I understand what people are worried about with AEW, but everyone does forget that Tony Khan's dad works with a lot of these guys behind the scenes with the NFL. All right. And look, they still got 2 years left. They'll still be on HBO Max. And yes, there's rumors flying around that Netflix is going to try to tank AEW because they got a great relationship with WWE. All right. However, do what?
I said I'm not fully buying that.
I'm
Like,
not
media
fully.
partners just care about money.
Exactly. Why do you think Netflix did this? Why do you think Netflix is doing this? And by the way, don't be surprised, ladies and gentlemen, if this gets canceled. Do not be surprised if this gets canceled by the United States government because this violates the antitrust laws. Okay? This violates the media protocols, the media bylaws that the government and everyone else put together. Okay? So if the United States gets involved in this, which they will, they're going to look at it. This is a lot of money, $87 million or whatever it was. That's a lot of money. The United States is going to be like, hey, hold on here, time out. What's going on? They're going to look into this. They could cancel this anytime they want to.
Of course they can. All there has to be is one little discrepancy. But the I want to add in a couple of things that I feel like people just don't pay attention to, right?
Yep.
When it comes to big money is big money. For example, right? NFL is pretty much boss dog when it comes to like anything in media rights. The NFL for one game could probably match what you get paid for 4 years just to give Amazon one game. You know, so like that. First thing is this: I dropped the video on my other channel. The cons are already working with the WWE. It's just not facial. For example, the Jaguars.
Time out.
The NFL is owned by 32 teams.
Hang on.
Yeah.
You like went, 3 of your voices happened at one time. I was like, whoa.
Put it like this: the NFL, any money they make, the NFL logo is owned by all 32 teams. It's just broken down evenly divided between all 32 teams.
Yep.
So the minute that WWE would decide in 2026 everything's on ESPN, anything ESPN makes off of WWE, it gets divided down. Some of that money goes to Shad Khan. So they're already low business pots, no matter how you cut it. Netflix is another media rights property. They don't care about WWE's money. It's basically the moral of the story is AEW is guaranteed. They will try to make as much money as they can off AEW. Doesn't mean they'll renew them. But if it makes sense for them, I don't think they care enough about WWE to not make money somewhere else. I think they would love to have both of them. That's my personal opinion.
No, I get what you're saying. Oh, that's why. There we go. Let me try that.
Why would you care? Why wouldn't you want the NFL and the NBA on your platform? You know, why wouldn't you want both?
Yeah, no, well, NBA's going to Peacock here soon.
No, you get what I'm saying. Just meaning companies that go against each other. Why wouldn't you want both if you could have both? Just let them fight it out and you have both.
Well, there was the bell. I missed to hit it. That echo really fudged me up there for a second. There's the bell, and we're moving on to what is this? Zeta Steel from WWE ID to Ring of Honor. How do you feel about that? Good pickup or not?
Lovely pickup. Not even just because she's a great wrestler, obviously beautiful young woman, but she has a good following.
Yes.
I think the WWE missed their opportunity here to throw her right in NXT, probably off the rip. And I think that someone in AEW or ROH seen an opportunity and got her to drop that ID and instantly come to, Ring of Honor, which will probably have her on TV sooner rather than later.
Yep.
I'm going to say the WWE missed here and Tony Khan stole one.
Actually, I agree with that. I think Tony Khan definitely stole this signing right here. Look, I know she had a match over the weekend, and and she lost. Right? It was a TV title
Fine.
match, I believe.
It's
But
fine.
it was a great match. If you guys didn't watch Ring of Honor, go back and watch it.
Yeah. I
Top to
like what they're doing
bottom,
right now.
top to bottom, fantastic over the weekend. Mercedes Moné wouldn't relinquish the hold. Freaking Zeta Steel had a great showing in her first match. And it's like WWE is letting go these people. Because I don't know if you saw this the other night. Um, Elijah, formerly known as Elias, right?
Yeah. I love Elijah.
He tied Mustafa Ali's legs together and then drug him off with a horse. You
I
know?
didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Like, he was like, bye! You're like, what the hell are you doing? You know, that was on TNA, but I'm just saying, they let these guys go. Like, I don't know if anybody watches NWA, right? But formerly known as Damian Sandow is over there. And
Yeah, I remember Damian Sandow.
he's still killing it. He's still killing it. I just don't
Yeah.
think he has a good reputation. Some of these people get a bad reputation because they don't play ball right away. You know what I'm saying? And then Tony Khan comes in, or TNA comes in, or NWA comes in, New Japan Pro Wrestling. They all come in and like, look, we got you. You know? And that's what I think this was. I think she wasn't playing ball, you know? And Tony Khan was like, hey, I got you. You know?
I think she knew that she was probably a little bit bigger than the WWE ID program, and I don't mean as a whole.
Yeah,
It's
no, I
like
mean,
why I can't just get a contract? I got other offers, you know. So
I
mean,
agree
it
with
worked
that.
out for her. I think it worked out for everybody.
I agree with that. I agree with that big time. But no, I think this is the best spot for her. Ring of Honor is like NXT to AEW. It's their developmental, which Athena should not be there still, folks. All right.
I don't know why she's there.
And there's the bell. All right. And you can take this one right here.
Well, we got our next topic. Freddie Prinze Jr. claims that he's been told ESPN is not happy with the WWE deal right now. ESPN, by the way, is so unhappy with the deal. I was talking to a friend of mine who works for Disney, and he was like, yo, they're so blah, I guess. They better make their money back on this deal. He just said they're hot. So it seems like there might have been some swearing going on there and that they're not happy with the WWE. What are your thoughts here?
Well, I
On
mean, it's after WrestlePalooza, and I believe that grade they gave them at the WrestlePalooza wasn't great. They were pissed about that. They're not getting their money's worth off of this. WWE is looking at it like a Saudi Arabia. You know, oh, we could just throw some bullshit together and call it a turd. You know what I'm saying? It's
I
just,
don't think they like that first show, but I agree with that. What you said.
but like my thing is, look, I went back and I listened to what Freddie Prinze Jr. said on his podcast, and little backstory: Freddie Prinze Jr. was fired from WWE as a writer years ago. All right, and nobody's taken him since. So there's something not right there. You
So
know,
you saying there's a little bit of Sarah stock going on?
it might be. It might
I
be
believe there is. I
because
believe there is.
because how are you going to say ESPN is not happy when ESPN is putting WWE on Sports Center, First Take, PTI? You know, the list goes on. I was going to say Mike and Mike in the Morning. What is that called? Get Up, you know? They're putting them on all these shows. They got all these guys that are coming onto Sports Center, onto all those shows. Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Triple H. Stephanie has her own damn show on ESPN now. How are you saying that they're not getting their money's worth out of this? You know, like, you brought in hundreds of thousands of new subscribers to ESPN alone just because they were like, well, it's not on Peacock no more. Guess I got to pay $30. Or I got to bundle this now to get that. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta agree with you on one thing. I think Freddie's doing a little Sarah Stark right now, where he's maybe a little disgruntled with WWE, and he had tried to start up a few wrestling companies. a bunch of different ways and said he had investors and a bunch. He said a lot of stuff
Yeah.
about wrestling in the past 10 years. Not much of it's been true or confirmed. So I just feel like maybe you do got a friend at Disney. I know you got the acting thing and all that, but it just I'd say maybe they wasn't happy with the first show and the results, and I would agree with that. But I think there's a little bit of BS
A
in
lot.
what he's saying here.
Listen, you played Fred in Scooby Doo, and you weren't even the cool one. All right.
Hey, Fred solved a lot of mysteries.
Fred was in the back doing things to Daphne. We all know this, okay, gang?
I know.
All right.
Come on.
That was the bell right there. And here's the next slide. MVP says he has to protect the giant. Protect the giant, meaning Bobby Lashley's way too nice for damage that he can do. He's one of the nicest guys around, and Bobby's way too giving. Guys will want to do stuff to Bobby, and Bobby would be like, and I'll have to step in and be like, nah, you ain't doing that, all right? You know, and then Bobby would be like, talk to P, you know? And then P would be like, MVP would be like, listen, would you do that to Brock Lesnar? Because this is the black Brock Lesnar. You know, that's a black Brock Lesnar. You don't do this to him, you know? Yeah. You ain't doing that. So, you know, he feels like he has to protect. You protect your size. You protect being a giant. Do you agree with the MVP about protecting the big man and only allowing certain spots to happen for certain wrestlers to make it look real?
100%. Psychology-wise, and I don't want to get into that, you know, some people get crazy with it, but it is true. Yeah. It's kind of like when Kevin Nash asked Raquel to wrestle bigger. When you're a bigger wrestler, it doesn't mean don't take moves, don't work, and don't look vulnerable. But what it means is when you're Bobby Lashley, you can't go out there and have, say, for example, Ricochet powerbomb you or hit you with DVDs it's because it kind of brings down the level of you being a giant.
Yeah.
You know, like, look, it hit me with different moves. You got to hit me with a chair. Do what you got to do. But, like, I agree. Lashley, and you can tell he's kind of a gentle giant sometimes. So, if MVP got to protect what he got going on, I don't think that he's saying he's not losing. Yeah. He's just saying that he shouldn't be taking certain moves. And he's 50. Probably shouldn't be taking them right now anyway.
No. Dude, you did years in the United States Army, all right? Yeah. You are a gold glove boxer. You're a former United States champion, former world champion, former ECW champion. I know you won the WWE championship. You're a former tag team champion. Listen, you don't need to be taking these spots. Yeah, exactly. These spots aren't meant for you. I mean, it's not plausible for a 130-pound guy, me, okay, to pick up fucking Bobby Lashley in a suplex and
without him helping you.
Without him helping me. Exactly. It's not plausible for me to pick up AJ Francis in a choke slam without him jumping for me. Okay? It's not. You protect these big guys from small guys like me. What needs to be done? Big guys, the rule has always been for big guys. If you're a small guy, let him do the jumpy stuff and let him do the flippy stuff, and you do all the power shit. Okay? Do not let him try to power you. All right? Unless it's Pac or Buddy Matthews.
Like, don't get me wrong. If you got Keith Lee out there and you're saying he wants to powerbomb Bobby Lashley, all right,
that's
Lee's
fine.
Like 360.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it gotta be in that type of context.
Exactly. It's not saying Big Mike and I, we're completely different, okay? It's like me saying, Big Mike, let me suplex you off the top rope right now. No, it's the opposite way around. You know? Like, what? I'll take the bump because it'd be safer. Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it goes, man. Put Ricochet through the table.
That's what I'm saying, you know? Like, man, like, I get it. People are like, well, we want that wow factor. Listen, I'm 130 pounds, okay? Yeah. There's not a lot of guys out there that are going to lift Bobby Lashley, my size, over their head and go 1, 2, 3, 4, you know? And like, or even remotely, I had trouble, folks, in the United States Army as an infantryman lifting motherfuckers that size right there. And they make us do it. They make us in the infantry because you never know what's gonna happen. But that I had a tough time lifting him. People like him. Big son bitches.
Yeah, you ain't. There's no way last season he's ever been thrown around in his life.
Right?
But yeah, on to the next story. So, Natalia's work as the low-key legend caught the attention of upper management. It's about damn time, including how well it was being received by fans in person and social media. The decision was then made to bring the character, the low-key legend, to WWE TV with hopes that Natty would be a strong part of the women's division going forward. Love this move. What about you?
Listen. If WWE lets her be Natty, okay, that's your next women's world champion. That's your next
Easily.
women's WWE champion. That's your next women's whatever, okay? This version of Natty is what we all been waiting for. This is the dungeon, folks. This is the
title run.
this is the dungeon, Natty. This is the dungeon. People don't realize this. What you see right here is what she's always been. And that's what people don't realize. I love this Natty. Look, Big Mike and I have been talking about Natty for about 2 years now, okay? Since she's been out, all right? And I posted up, and I don't know how this worked out. I got a follow from this lady right here because of this post. Natalia doesn't equal Natty.
Not at all.
Not at all.
This is her.
This is her.
Natalia is their character. This is her.
Exactly. And I love this. I love this. When you seen her over in Bloodsport, GCW, fucking people up, whooping some ass. She put that mouthpiece in. I was like, that's Kurt Angle. She's the female Kurt Angle. Right there. Done. Soon as she does it. Soon as she does it. Boom. All you see the flip. Bam. You see the switch. What's up? Game over. No one can mess with that pure wrestling style that she has, the pure MMA style that she can bring, the force, the smarts, the IQ, I mean, of everything that she's doing in that ring is just, man, she is going in. Isaiah's right. Let Natty be Natty. You know, it is a game changer. Isaiah.
I want to see her step in, win something, maybe, a royal tournament, whatever they decide to do, and instantly get the women's championship.
Yeah,
Give it to her. Have her come in, dominate and take the title. Have her dominate and run. I mean, she's deserved it for a long time, anyways. But this is her lengthy title run.
I know she had a title run as the SmackDown Women's Champion back then.
It's forgettable.
Exactly, and the Divas title as well, which is also forgettable. But think about it in this perspective: what female athlete right now can say they held the Divas, the SmackDown, and then one of the WWE World or Championship, Women's Championship?
Not many, if any.
AJ Lee might be... No, AJ Lee can't even say that because she didn't hold the Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah.
There's barely any. But, yes. Oh, my God. Big Mike is correct. He just tweeted... he posted up on our Twitch. She should win the Elimination Chamber and win at WrestleMania. 100%. I agree with that. Because that's money. That's just money, man. You put... don't they have a... Isn't there... I know Toronto, Montreal, Canada get some big PLEs sometimes. They probably put a big PLE up there in Canada. Put one up there in Toronto. We'll see what happens.
Listen, I mean, I give her everything. She deserves it all. So I'm whatever they decide to do with her. I'm just happy that finally the fans we bullied them into putting Natty on TV.
Yeah, man. How many Big Mike knows how many times? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Big Mike knows how many times I've been like, yo, put her on Raw. Just do it. Give her the IC title and let her run. But you know what?
And don't ruin it.
Don't ruin it. Don't. No. Because this is how you lose fans this time. Okay? When everyone's been begging you to bring in this Natty right here. Yeah. Begging you to bring in this Natty. And that's what I was thinking. Canada. Yes. That's what I was thinking. The chamber is in Canada. In February. That's what I was thinking too, Isaiah. Thank you.
That'd be a great thing to do right there.
Right there, you bring Natty. You bring Natty out. Natty comes out. Natty wins the whole damn thing. Natty starts one. Natty finishes it. You know,
I'm with it.
you know how
I'm with
cool
it.
that would be. You know the Toronto or Montreal, wherever they're at in Canada, that crowd would
It'll go back.
explode. Literally, Jim Ross used to say the roof blew off this building. I think the roof really would.
It might. It might. It
She might.
definitely might.
She put Drake out of a job as a top Canadian. There's the bell, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the next, and give me 1 second, because the man, the myth, the
The
legend
legend.
is coming in, and he is, where's he at? Right here. Right there. It is Big Mike on the mic. What's up, Big Mike? How you doing? You're muted for some reason.
What's going on,
there
everybody?
you
How
go.
are y'all doing this morning?
Brother.
Ah, we're good, brother. We're
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, we're
yeah.
good now. We're good now.
Oh man, just glad to be here with you guys this morning. Early on a Sunday morning, talking some wrestling. I mean, it's always fun to join you, Sped. Every Thursday night we do our show. Mike Norton, who's been on there plenty of times. Just glad to be here, man.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
It's 10 minutes starts now. The voice of the run-in joins us. Tune in Thursdays, 7 o'clock, 6 Central on YouTube and Twitch for Big Mike and myself as we break down the wrestling week and end your wrestling week the right way. Big Mike, what do you have for us this week?
I guess first off, I mean, I guess you could kind of say the run-in is at 7 Eastern. I don't know. I've been fighting not to do that for a while.
Yeah,
I
I've
had to get it in
been
one
trying
time
to figure
because we'll
this
be
out.
But I've been doing a lot more like TikTok and stuff like that, and every time I say 7/6 Central to tune into the run-in, I fight myself not to do that stupid thing. But I figured since I was here this morning and we're all here, I'd have a little fun with it.
Absolutely.
It's funny when you do your TikTok, right? Because, ladies and gentlemen, when you see his TikToks and stuff, when he says 7/6 Central, it goes 7/6 and it puts a C. And it would just put like Central Standard Time after the 7 as well. And it's hilarious. So I'm like, all right, everyone's going to join in at 8.
Yeah, I've got to get better at going and editing the captions. That way it does it. Because every time I do it, it says the Running Wrestling Podcast, like
It does.
RUNNING, and I have to go in and change it. So yeah, I got to get better at that.
Oh, man.
Those automated things don't understand anybody.
No. And I talk fast anyway. I mean, especially when I'm trying to do videos like that, because I'm usually nervous. That's a whole different issue.
Yeah.
Probably another 10-minute segment on self-confidence and stuff like that we could do on a different podcast. But I mean, this morning, man, you guys talked about it earlier. NXT Deadline. I kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit and give my review of it, and just the future of the WWE in general. You know, we all talk about the main roster right now, all the older people. You know, Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, all those guys being in their 40s, some of them in their 50s. But you look at the future of the WWE, the future is bright, man.
Yes.
And we saw that on display last night, especially in Iron Survivor matches themselves. There was only one person over 30 in the actual Iron Survivor matches, and that's Joe Hendry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We don't really think about that because he hasn't been on the scene very long.
Yeah.
He's actually 37, which is crazy. But everyone else in both of those Iron Survivor matches were under 30.
Yep.
You had a few other people in other matches, you know, Ricky Saints, Ethan Page, Mr. Iguana, they're all over 30. But everybody else, you know, Obafemi, Izzy, Tatum, everyone else, all of them are under 30.
Yep.
And the future of this company is so bright in NXT, it is crazy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my
I
God.
completely agree.
And I agree with you guys, that Izzy and Tatum match, holy shit.
Oh, my God.
Holy
So
shit.
freaking hard-hitting last night. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Izzy is a different kind of character. And I said something last night on Twitter, kind of to go with what Mike Norton said earlier. I actually quote tweeted Izzy after she said something about Dame over or something like that. After she won the match, I was like, I don't think you realize what you just did.
Yeah, exactly.
You just released a demon that I don't think this world is ready for.
Yes. And Isaiah
Especially
is
like
right.
ripping the head off the doll and everything like that that Sean Spears did. By the way, I wouldn't count him on the age because I know he's over 32. Because he knows but
It's like a coach right now.
she's gonna get to tap into this character even more than she ever has before. and you saw it some last night. Her character work is probably the best in the. I won't say probably. It is the best in NXT. Could be some of the best in the WWE altogether. Just the character work.
Oh yeah.
She's got a good ways to go in ring, even though she's amazing in the ring. But she is definitely a future star.
Yes.
You look at Izzy the same way. You know, I put it in the chat earlier. She could easily come up and join the Vision if they ever needed a female there.
That's what I was saying.
Tie-in. They've already got all the couples tied in. I don't know if they're still. I know they dated for a while. Her and Ron Breakker had been dating for a while, so they've got that tie-in if they wanted to do that. I mean, and look at the men's. Javon Evans, Leon Slater, Dion Lennox was really good last night. Somebody you don't think about that in Dark State because as the group, but I mean, he showed out last night.
He was a defensive lineman, right?
I think so. Either that or a linebacker at Oregon State.
That's what I know. He was at Oregon State. Yeah, he was freaking last night. I know we're gonna go over this on Thursday, Big Mike, but he freaking.
We don't have to since we're doing it this morning.
He
One
really.
of the reasons I wanted to talk about it.
Good. He was really. He really impressed me last night with his speed, his agility, the in-ring IQ he had, everything, man. You're right. Last night, and like I said, Vic Joseph said it the best. We were looking towards the future all night, but the past haunted us at the end. And I was like, oh my God. Yo, it still gives me chills hearing Vic Joseph in my head saying that. Because, Booker T is out fucking cold. He just got knocked out. And, it was great.
And I agree with what you said earlier. I am glad they changed up the character for Tony D'Angelo.
Yes.
The Don would not have worked on the main roster. No. I said that before when he was in there.
Yep.
And we talked about it when he went away, that everybody's like, oh, he's going to get called up. It's like, he cannot get called up as the Don.
No.
That character will not work.
No. And look how beautiful that beard is.
On the main roster.
Look how beautiful.
When he came out last night, I don't know what this character is going to be. If they revert back to that, shame on them. But they have a chance to make him a killer.
A
He
hitman.
could be the one that takes the belt off of Oba.
Again.
And it would make so much sense, especially the way he got brought back in, because he looks bigger and badder than he ever was.
He looks like a hitman. Mike,
100%.
You're Italian, right, Norton?
No, well, not. I got a little bit in me, but not much.
I mean, he looks like a hitman, doesn't he? He looks like a straight up hitman like that.
He should be the guy that got exiled from the mafia. It turns into
Whoa,
he's like John Wick.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. That
from the family.
Yes,
now he's coming back to get revenge on everybody.
You speaking of family, did we see Stacks won the international championship over on TNA? He is a the blue strap looks good on him.
His future father-in-law.
I saw that.
Not Santino.
That was hilarious.
That shit was hilarious.
He's winning right now. Belts, bad girl. He's winning.
Oh God, Stacks.
Even still, goes even more into the future of the WWE.
It does.
Stacks. You look at him. I mean, it's just crazy.
Stacks.
And I know I've got about 2.5 minutes left. I wanted to take the last 2.5 minutes. You mentioned looking to the future and the past haunting you. Well, the past here is helping.
Oh,
and I want to talk about it. We have 5 days left, and just think about this for a second. 5 days left in John Cena's career. That's it. 5 days. And look at some of the stuff you look on social media. Look at some of the stuff he's been doing over the past few days. He just spent a full 8 hours at Bailey's seminar that she's had with all these female wrestlers over the past week. Spent a full 8-hour day with them, talking, teaching, going over stuff, just putting his knowledge back in. He spent a whole day at the dungeon last week. Yeah, with Natty and all those guys. He is going out and giving so much back. We talked about the Iron Survivor at the beginning of the segment. He's whether it's storyline or not, whatever. But it wouldn't surprise me if they actually went to John and said, "Who do you see as the future?"
Oh yeah.
His last match is obviously against Gunther, which I like personally. He may not have said it in the future, but I actually think this makes a whole lot of sense in the story.
Yes.
Because you've got Gunther who can take this story and run with it, especially after getting rid of Goldberg. Yep. Now he's going to do Cena, like you guys said. And so many more coming he can do. If they bring Jericho in, which I've said forever that I don't want Jericho in, but if it's for one last match, okay, whatever. Let him retire Jericho. He can retire Miz. He can retire Orton.
Yep.
Orton's not long. He could retire Styles.
Yep.
He could be that guy and kind of rack up. I don't want him to call him the Legend Killer because that's an Orton thing. Maybe he takes that mantle when he retires Orton,
He puts
and
people in
then he gets
retirement
that
home.
mantle at that point.
Yeah.
But he is the future of WWE, so him getting this rub from John Cena does make a lot of sense.
Yep.
And then he picks all the Iron Survivor challenges. He's bringing up the future of this business as he is walking out the door, leaving it better than he found it,
Yep.
which is what he has said he wanted to do the entire time. So you can take this whole the failed heel run. We all saw it. The moment was great. The run sucked.
Yeah.
Which, in his defense, he said it was going to, because that's what he wanted to do. He was going to ruin wrestling, and he damn tried. So shout out John Cena for doing exactly what you said you were going to try to do, whether you meant to or not. But now he gets to go out pushing the business forward. And I tell you what, Cody Rhodes and Obafemi, yes, please give me that match 100 times.
Yep.
You know, Sol Ruka and Bailey are just the 3 matches that they have announced. They're going to have at least 1 or 2 more. Usually it's a 4-match card on Saturday Night Main Event. Hopefully they'll add a 5, but you can give me all of this all day long.
Oh yeah. And you know, first off, thank you for tuning in. That was the bell right there. Thank you to everybody tuning in Thursdays. Head over to YouTube, the Run In Wrestling Podcast on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 350. We're going for now. Subscribers.
Well, I mean, anything. We're at 263 right now as of this morning.
All right, so get us up to 300, folks. We got to get up there. Yeah, but no, we'll see you Thursday for sure. We're going to talk a little bit more about NXT and some more about the finals. We're going to end the wrestling week the right way. Big Mike, thank you again. Go follow him on X at Big Mike 27. And we're about to hit the rapid fire. Peace.
Get her done. Peace out, bro.
All right, so here's the rapid fire. We got 5 minutes, and I added 3 slides, brother. You think you ready for this? And let's go.
You start in a minute.
All right, so Wade Barrett has finally come out and explained why his hair is gray. He said he saw a ghost. What do you think about this?
I mean, it was a great answer. Definitely don't believe him, but I like that he kept it funny.
Yeah, I love the fact that he kept it funny. I love this. I love the fact that he kept this shit funny. Everyone's like, why is his hair going gray? He's like, you know what? I saw a ghost a few weeks ago, and it's haunting me. All right? So
I guess he's been dyeing his hair for a long time, and he just decided to say the hell with it.
yeah, right, exactly, right? We got, you go ahead. You can do this one.
Well, now, there was talk backstage at WWE Survivor Series that Fatu is close to returning to WWE storylines after taking time off to recover from a dental procedure. Hell of a procedure. One source believed Jacob could be back on the road in the next few weeks, but an exact date hasn't been confirmed. Great news.
It is. Great news.
Absolutely.
That is one hell of a procedure. Good God, leaving you out this long. Royal Rumble, though. That's when I think he's coming back. We got Ronda Rousey going over to boxing. All right, taking on Taylor. Katie Taylor versus Ronda Rousey in current negotiations for a boxing match in summer 2026. Are you excited for this? And do you think Ronda has a damn chance?
No. I'm not excited for it. And I believe it's boxing. Ronda doesn't really have good strikes.
No, she's submissionist all day.
Yeah, we've seen that. So I'm gonna say she gets a payday to get knocked out.
Yep.
Am I interested? No. Will I watch it? Probably. What about you?
Nah, I'm not gonna watch it. I ain't gonna lie. It's Ronda Rousey. She pissed me off too many times. TNA is going over to AMC starting January 15th at 9 p.m. 2026. In my opinion, this is a great fucking move. What do you think?
I love it. I know they was talking about getting it there for a while. I love that they actually got the TV deal, and I'm waiting for that first episode. I hope it comes out with a bang. But this is an amazing move for TNA.
Roger.
I'm happy.
You can do this one.
All right, CM Punk reveals that he was told by a higher-up not to wear his Randy Savage tribute gear. I won't name names, but somebody very high in the office walked past and saw it, found me and said, "Do not wear that gear on television." I said, "You got it." Then I wore the gear on television because that's what I do. I'm gonna pay homage to Randy Savage, whether you like it or not. This is why he's one of the goats. What do you think about this? That
Oh
came
wait,
out?
when I read this, I died laughing. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" He said, "All right, I got you. I'm going out there now with that shit. Like, fuck them." Yeah,
I don't know if this is a gimmick, like he's just letting, just But if this is a true story, I
yeah.
fucking love it,
I
man.
love
Rest
it.
in
If this is
peace.
true, I like this a lot because this is CM Punk all day. Like this is what you expect from this man right here. Okay,
Right.
this shit's hilarious. All right, oh my god. And for WWE to come up, if this is true, and WWE came up and be like, yo, you can't wear the Randy Savage shit, I would have gave him the proverbial middle finger too.
He should have came out there and did the twirl with the hands. Should have just did it when he entered the ring. Like, eat that one. I'll
Eat
talk to you
that
after
one.
the match.
Oh my god. Darby Allin is actually hurt. Jungle Boy is set to take over for Darby Allin. Darby Allin is believed to take a rough bump against Kevin Knight in the Continental Classic. No confirmation from AEW yet. They said that they're still looking into it. They believe that it wasn't from then. But Darby's out. Jack Perry's in. How do you feel?
I hate that Darby's out. I like that Jack Perry's in. Darby's little promo he dropped yesterday seemed like he's probably more mad than us that he's out.
Yeah,
He looks like he probably could still go, but I do understand protecting Darby from
you have
Darby.
to.
But
Yep.
there's also a small part of me that says this could be storyline, and I don't know. It probably was hospitalized, but I'm not sure if he had to be taken out the classic for that. It
Well,
seems like it's fine.
well, I don't know, man. Like me personally, I got a high pain tolerance, right?
Yeah.
And you know, I'm trying to make this quick. I got a high pain tolerance. I don't really show pain as well as everybody else. That's Darby. I think Darby, they like you said, they gotta protect Darby from himself because I gotta protect myself from myself. All right, and last slide right here. Would you accept this trade offer? Sammy Guevara going from AEW to WWE for LA Knight. Would you accept it? Yes or no?
WWE, I'd probably say no, both sides. I'd say no, both sides. WWE loves star power. I don't know if Sammy would give them that. AEW loves wrestling. LA Knight definitely ain't giving them that.
Nope.
So I'm just gonna say no, no.
Nope. And there's the bell, and we'll do better next time, folks. Please make sure you join in next week, same time, 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as Mike Norton and myself kick off your wrestling week the right way. Mike, you got anything you want to say to everybody?
Nope. Let's get ready for these football games, my brother. And
Oh,
don't
yeah.
forget to tap in with the Mob Squad 508 YouTube. Feel free to subscribe, and we'll be dropping these episodes later on there. But tune in every Sunday, 8 a.m. live on Sp3drock's Twitch, and let's get this done. On to the next one, my brother.
Y'all be easy.